Our next lesson is transportation in animals and plants. What does transportation mean? This word is very familiar to us, isn't it? Which is our common means for transportation? Buses, trains, aeroplanes, ships, cars, bikes, auto rickshaws, etc. Have you ever thought of the transportation system in our body? This work is done by our blood. Actually, our transportation or circulation system has three parts: heart, which is equivalent to our bus station, blood, that is equal to our buses, and blood vessels, which is the same to our roads. What is the need of a circulatory system in animals and plants? It is because all the organisms need food, oxygen, etc. These need to be transported to various parts of the body. Similarly, waste materials are formed in each cell like carbon dioxide and salts in urine and sweat. These wastes are collected by blood. Now we will study about the transportation system in humans and plants in detail. That is, how is nutrients and oxygen needed for cellular respiration transported to various parts of the body, and how is carbon dioxide and salt waste excreted or removed. The transport or circulatory system in complex organisms include different parts. For example, as I told earlier, our transport system includes blood vessels and heart. Like that, the transport system of plants also has many components. Let us go in detail with the human transport system. Our circulatory system has three parts: blood vessels, and heart. Let us look into the first component, blood. Blood comes whenever and wherever we get a cut. What does it show? Blood reaches every part of our body. Is there any parts in body which do not have any blood supply? Blood is a red colored liquid that runs fast in our body. It has four components or parts in it: plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Plasma. It is the yellow colored fluid that holds the three blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen from lungs to various parts of the body and from there to cells which need oxygen for cellular respiration. Red blood cells can do it due to the presence of a red pigment, hemoglobin, on it. This pigment carries the oxygen to all the cells where blood is reaching. Presence of this pigment makes the blood red in color. It is the white blood cells or WBC which enable our body to fight against germs that enter our body frequently, causing diseases. The third type of blood cells, namely platelets, helps the blood to clot in wound mouth. മുറിവിൽ രക്തത്തിൻ്റെ കട്ടകൾ ഉണ്ടാക്കിയിട്ട് ബ്ലീഡിങ് നിർത്തുന്നത് ഈ സെല്ലാണ്. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു മുറിവുണ്ടായിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിൽ കൂടെ രക്തം വാർന്ന് നമ്മൾ മരിച്ചു പോകും. അപ്പോൾ അത് ഒഴിവാക്കുന്നത് ഈ ബ്ലഡിലെ പ്ലേറ്റ്ലെറ്റ്സ് ആണ്. After knowing all the components of blood, we are now in a position to tell about its functions. These are the major functions of blood. It helps in the transport of oxygen and nutrients. It also collects waste for excretion by kidney and lungs. Helps in protection as WBC kill the germs entering our body. Our body maintains a fixed body temperature due to blood.